Now on CoastTV News.
Watch for some dense fog this morning, otherwise building heat and humidity, especially Wednesday with a yellow alert day. The Labor Day holiday weekend is a bit unsettled. Details coming up.
Hotel debate why a developer and city officials recently went head-to-head about a proposed hotel for the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk.
Downpour damage, more devastation in Alaska from storms in that area causing landslides.
Fresh vehicles for police fleet, the reason why the Department of Milford says it needs these additions.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Tuesday, August 27th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah, and I think what we're starting off with, Bob just mentioned it. If you have not been outside yet, chances are when you make that drive to work, you're going to be dealing with some fog. You dealt with it.
I dealt with a lot, yeah, especially if you're driving to work before the sun comes up. So if you're leaving anytime soon, there were a few times today I was like, am I lost? Because you can't really see even the road signs you're used to seeing. I thought I missed a turn, so just be really careful. Take it very slow. But yeah, we're going to bring in Bob right now. Bob, when the sun comes out, should the fog hopefully burn off?
I think so, absolutely. Mid-morning hours, definitely we'll see that fog starting to lift and burn off. And good morning to you guys. Good morning, Delmarva. We have the fog, and it looks like it's especially thick inland areas, a quarter mile in Salisbury, 3 in Georgetown, 6 miles in Ocean City. But this has been fluctuating. The visibility has dropped to about a quarter mile in Georgetown. So school is back in session. A lot of folks on the road, still on vacation. So really take it slow this morning. Leave that extra space between you and the car ahead of you. We have temperatures in the 60s and low 70s right now and a light breeze, and above this fog deck it's actually clear as we have high pressure in place right now. A little disturbance swinging through, but we're looking at sunshine today and very warm conditions. Here's Futurecast. We had the fog this morning. I think it remains till about 9 a.m. Then it starts to burn off to mostly sunny skies. 70s and 80s late morning, and then upper 80s by this afternoon. 70s at the coast around 88 Millsboro and Georgetown, feeling like lower 90s with the humidity. So watch out for the fog early on. Then it's the sunshine, then it's the heat, and then it's a yellow alert tomorrow for the possibility of excessive heat, but it's short-lived. I'll talk about that coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Bob. And we've been talking about the fog. Let us show you some of it. Here is Route 113 and Aero Safety Road. You can see high above the road there, foggy conditions. This is south of Georgetown. Paige, what do you have in Delmar?
Yeah, let's check out what's going on there this morning. Route 13 and Route 54, same situation there. You can see, especially where there's not a lot of lights, hard to see. Doesn't look as foggy, though, on the roads as what we just saw, though. And now, of course, we did check out the Ocean City cameras. Didn't see much going on there, at least where we saw those cameras. So hopefully if you're driving in Ocean City, not too bad of a day. Well, developer now looking to build a hotel on the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk. It's right around where Zelke's is located and where that iconic Dolly sign used to hang. Yeah,
Coast TV news reporter Elisa Weber is live in Rehoboth Beach. Elisa, a recent plan for review brought up a lot of concerns about this project.
Yeah, Matt and Paige, we've all seen that iconic Dolly sign that used to hang right here. We've seen the postcards, we've seen the pictures taken in front of it. Well, now a developer is looking to build a mixed-use building right here, keeping the retail spaces on the ground floor and then adding a 60-room hotel up top. And now the attorney for the project says the developer's goal is to spruce up this end of the boardwalk. But many concerns during a site plan review held in early August were raised. One major concern was how to handle multiple delivery trucks on Baltimore Avenue.
There are a lot of restaurants on within the boardwalk area, and I believe they do truck some of the items over to Rehoboth Avenue if they can't get over there. They are the Cisco trucks, they are NKS, they are linen trucks. So between our check-ins and check-outs, the truck deliveries, and the additional check-in, check-out at the One Rehoboth, we just want to make sure that that's all coordinated properly because it backs up very easily, especially that a lot of trucks come down Baltimore Avenue to turn around.
This project is expected to go back before the Planning Commission in September. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Elisa, for that. Moving on, severe weather causing big problems for tens of millions in the U.S. Some areas are dealing with extreme heat. Others are dealing with the damage already done from storms and landslides. At least one person confirmed dead and others injured after the landslide that we just showed you there in the southern part of Alaska. What we're just seeing here is school days in Philadelphia. They've been plagued with that summer heat. In Philadelphia, 63 of them are ending 3 hours early 2 days this week because of those temperatures.
Milford police are getting an upgrade. The city is set to replace 4 police vehicles. The police department saying this was already approved in the city budget. Now it has the final approval after a meeting on Monday. The police chief, Cecilia Ash, saying that they'll be saving the city around $60,000 in taxpayer money. A major point in her presentation was the importance of getting the 2024 models of the vehicles before the price rises when the 2025 versions of those vehicles go on sale in about a month.
So we're currently using 2010 and 2015 vehicles, and as anybody knows, police cars take a pretty hard hit just with the average life and the type of conditions that they go through, but plus the fact that, these vehicles have been in patrol. Now we've cycled them through other specialized divisions to try to get the best that we can out of them.
And Chief Ash also saying the estimated cost of the vehicle, $227,000, which includes outfitting the new rides with computers, lights, sirens, and everything police cars need.
A Lincoln man is now behind bars after a several-month-long drug investigation. Delaware State Police say this is what was found in a home on Green Top Road: a handgun, ammunition, packaged marijuana, suspected crack cocaine. Troopers say William Dunning played a key role in a narcotics distribution and that the gun and suspected crack cocaine were in an area easily accessible to children who live in the home. Dunning was charged with 5 felonies and committed to Sussex Correctional Institution on a $34,700 cash bond.
One man now facing felony charges after police say he sold furniture but then never delivered those items. Delaware State Police and Rehoboth Beach Police arrested Francis Lutz from Lewis. Now, according to police, through his business, Oceanside Casual Furniture, Lutz sold multiple people thousands of dollars worth of furniture but never delivered those goods. Lutz surrendered himself to Troop 4 after a warrant was issued for his arrest.
Happening today, the latest step in the attempt by Delaware Electric Cooperative to expand its headquarters in Greenwood. A public hearing on this plan is scheduled for this afternoon at the Sussex County Council meeting in Georgetown. The land for the expansion is owned by the co-op, but it's designated as agricultural, which is why county approval is needed for a conditional use. 2 structures would be built, a vehicle enclosure and a maintenance building. It was earlier this month that the county's Planning and Zoning Commission voted to delay moving forward with this project, in part because all the approvals and permits from the other agencies had not been received at that time.
Let's talk school days in Sussex County. Sussex Tech begins in full today, as do many students in Seaford. Now we're going to go to the elementary school. It's the first day for 1st and 2nd graders. In the middle school, 7th and 8th graders begin, along with sophomores, juniors, and seniors in the high school. All other students began Monday there in Seaford.
Here's an update on a story that we've been covering in Lewis. It's about what some people call light pollution. And on Monday, the Lewis Environmental Subcommittee delved into its Dark Skies initiative. The goal here is to lower the amount of light directed upwards at night. According to the city, one benefit of that, it would make it easier to see those bright stars above. Sally Boswell with Preserve Our Park told Coast TV the initiative can also benefit the health and safety of wildlife.
So the songbirds, they come south from New Jersey, they cross Delaware Bay, and they cross our park and Lewis. Thousands upon thousands of them. And they are guided by light. So when there's too much artificial light, they crash into windows, and those kind of problems happen.
And the committee is still in the middle phase of planning. They have yet to finalize a draft that everyone is comfortable with. Once that happens, they'll send it off to the Planning Commission.
A federal court in Delaware has made a key decision affecting voting rights for incarcerated people ahead of the upcoming election. The U.S. District Court in Delaware has denied a request from the American Civil Liberties Union to allow in-person voting for eligible incarcerated voters. However, the state maintains that these voters can cast their absentee ballots. Advocates are continuing to push for expanded ballot access.
Kamala Harris and Donald Trump back on the campaign trail as the fight for undecided voters heats up from coast to coast.
The campaigns keep sparring over details for next month's presidential debate. NBC's Alice Barr shows us what's expected as Trump has now expressed hesitation regarding the network hosting the upcoming event.
That's a ton of weed. Yes, it is.
Today on the trail, former President Trump's running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, set to speak on the economy and inflation in Michigan, while Vice President Harris's husband campaigns in New York and Senator Elizabeth Warren stumps for her in battleground Wisconsin. But there's a roadblock in the flat-out race for the White House.
All of a sudden, they want to make a change in the rules because she can't answer questions.
In the back and forth over a September 10th debate between the two nominees, former President Trump both objecting to and seeming to agree with a request from the Harris campaign to leave microphones unmuted while the other candidate is speaking, a reversal from the last Trump-Biden debate.
Doesn't matter to me. I'd rather have it probably on, but the agreement was that it would be the same as it was last time.
We want that opportunity for the American people to see Donald Trump for who he is. Not censored, not muted, but the unfettered guy that he is going to be if he becomes president again.
The former president saying he's still thinking about whether he'll even take part in the debate, accusing the host network ABC News of treating Republicans unfairly. That as he addressed a National Guard conference in Michigan, tying Vice President Harris to the chaotic U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan 3 years ago. 13 American service members were killed. Mr. Trump calling it
the most embarrassing moment in history.
Ms. Harris writing on the anniversary, "My prayers are with the families and their loved ones. My heart breaks for their pain and their loss." In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
We're just getting started this morning on Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, Milton McDonald's is making way. We'll show you the construction currently underway and why not everyone is loving it.
Also, an officer search going online. What the Ocean City Police saying about its new way of attracting new recruits now that the seasonal positions are coming to an end.
And Red Lobster loses. More locations will tell you how many the seafood chain will be left after its latest round of bankruptcy closings. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, we have tips to help your kids transition from summer fun to school mode to make your life easier. Plus, on the great debate, sunbathing or shade, what's the best way to enjoy a sunny day? Today at 4 on Coast TV.
Save the date for the Meals on Wheels Delaware Beach Brunch presented by Fulton Bank on Sunday, October 13th from 10:30 to 1:30 at the Rehoboth Beach Country Club. Indulge in an upscale brunch paired with handcrafted cocktails, all while overlooking the beautiful bay. Local chefs will delight with hors d'oeuvres and desserts complemented by a range of beverages. Participate in our live and silent auctions featuring exclusive getaways and unique items. For full event details, visit mealsonwheelsde.org. Sponsored by Coast TV.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
You're not going to want to miss this.
Jeopardy! Like the Everest of trivia.
Spitting truth there. What is Equus?
Nitroglycerin. Avignon.
Hyperglycemia. You got revenge on that category.
I sure did.
New episodes September 9th on Coast TV.
5:14 on this foggy Tuesday morning for some. Here's our Bay Health Cam in Dover 68. You can see the low clouds and some of the haze there. It looks like the fog is thickest inland, only a quarter-mile in fog in Salisbury, 3 in Georgetown, 3/4 of a mile in Ocean City, and this does tend to fluctuate. So use the low beam headlights and really take it slow this morning, especially around the cars and school buses. Looking at temperatures in the 60s and 70s right now with light winds at the present time. and we're looking at, well, clear skies above this fog deck. So once the fog burns off, we're looking at sunshine with high pressure. On the golf course today, I putted it in the good range just because it's going to be pretty muggy out there. Not excellent for golf, but not bad. 88, mostly sunny, warm and humid. Stay hydrated with water and have the sunscreen handy.
The Lewis Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee and DelDOT will be working together to create a safer biking and walking environment. Happening today, the agencies will meet to discuss information about the new projects and bike plans. This is all starting at 5:30 at City Hall. And goal here is the bike plan is to that for all who live, work, and visit the city, they'll have access to a safer network for walking and biking and also reduce the amount of driving. Improvements on the way in Rehoboth Beach. The city will be replacing the water main and associated piping in the ocean block of Maryland Avenue. This is beginning mid-September. Property owners will be mailed a letter with more information, including the expectation of periodic and scheduled water outages.
Red Lobster is closing another 23 restaurants as part of the seafood chain's ongoing bankruptcy proceedings. They join more than 100 restaurants Red Lobster closed earlier this summer. After the latest closings, that chain will have about 500 outlets left. That's a sharp decline from the 650 it had just last year. Walmart is recalling nearly 10,000 cases of apple juice. They were found to have potentially harmful levels of inorganic arsenic. The Great Value brand apple juice recall got a more urgent classification after its original announcement back on August 15th. The new classification says the affected product could temporarily cause adverse health consequences, so check your refrigerators. Still ahead this morning, officer search going online, why one vacationer thinks the new option for Ocean City police recruits will benefit the beach side of town.
And we're seeing areas of fog this morning. It's dense in Salisbury right now in the Spicer Brothers camp. Dense fog through mid-morning, and then the heat is on, building heat and humidity over the next couple of days, peaking Wednesday with a yellow alert. Details on that, plus an unsettled holiday weekend. Your forecast coming up in 2 minutes.
Hurricane season is here, which means power outages can strike anytime without warning. Don't get caught in the dark. Let the expert electricians at FH Fur install a Generac whole home standby generator, keeping your lights on, your family connected, and your home safe no matter what. Call FH Fur today and get $1,000 off. Plus, for a limited time, we'll include a whole home surge protector absolutely free. When Mother Nature strikes, it's too late. Stay powered, stay safe with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
The Shorebird Summer is coming to a close on the Delmarva Sports Network. Watch their last home series live. From the first crack of the bat, to the big plays, to the roar of the crowd. Experience every moment as it happens on the Delmarva Sports Network. Your Delmarva Shorebirds battle the Salem Red Sox tonight at 7. Tune in for these action-packed games live, only on the Delmarva Sports Network.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces? Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. Don't mistake Nanos for cheap amplifiers. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids, which means no more having to go to a doctor and spend thousands. Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Order right now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. And if you're not happy, return them for a full refund.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Time is 5:19, and you are looking live at Ocean City. Bob's been tracking the foggy conditions this morning, and not as much here in Ocean City, it appears so far. But what we've been looking at, the DelDOT cameras, some of the MDOT cameras, most of the fog that people are seeing, Bob, is inland from the coast.
That's true. But, that said, I think we should all be vigilant this morning with that fog, which is dense in some places. As I mentioned earlier, school's back in session. There's a lot of folks still vacationing along the coast. So just take it slow this morning, and the fog burns off probably between about 8 and 9 a.m. Right now, a quarter mile in fog in Salisbury, 3/4 of a mile in Ocean City, and 3 miles in Georgetown. But this tends to fluctuate with time. Now, our headlines, the summer-like feel returns. Humidity levels are increasing every day. We've got a yellow alert for Wednesday. That's the hottest day of the week with temperatures into the mid-90s and feels like temperatures in the triple digits. Unsettled holiday weekend, occasional showers and storms. Not the whole time. Won't be a washout, but they'll be around a good chunk of the holiday. 88 today. The average high is 84, up to 95 tomorrow, but it's short-lived because we start to cool it off into the 80s by Thursday and Friday. Only 80 for a high on Friday, and then Saturday about 85. And the muggy meter, we're still in the muggy to humid range in the next several days, even very humid as we go towards the holiday weekend. Out the door this morning, along with the fog, temperatures are, not as cool as they have been, into the 60s to right around 70 in Seaford, 65 in Delmarva, and Redden right now at 67 as we've got light winds. So above this fog deck, we are looking at mainly clear skies. We're seeing some radar returns, but this is not rain, probably just some of the moisture from the fog going back to the radar. And otherwise, we're looking at high pressure in place all along the East Coast with mainly clear skies. The storminess is across the plains, so we're in good shape the next couple of days. Here's Futurecast this morning. We have the fog burning off mid-morning. Otherwise, temperatures by noon in the lower 80s, upper 80s by 2 o'clock, even 90 in Salisbury, but 70s at the coast. A little cooler for you there, but a very warm and muggy evening on the way, and a very warm overnight, especially as clouds build in. Some of us not dropping below 70 tomorrow morning, and then a hot day by noon in the low 90s, mid-90s by about 3 o'clock, maybe even 97 in Longneck, Delmarva 96, and 80s and even 90s at the coast, and a very warm Wednesday evening on the way. Maybe some showers building in tomorrow night. Feels like temperatures by Wednesday afternoon about 98 to 103, even feeling like 90s along the coast. Now, heading into the holiday weekend, cloudy on Friday. I think we are looking at some showers with the front on Saturday into early Sunday. Looks like it does dry out later Sunday into Labor Day, so all is not lost. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 88 today up to 95 Wednesday. Use extra caution and really take it slow in the heat tomorrow. It does cool off Thursday with showers. By Friday, 80 degrees, and then for the weekend, mid-80s, hit and miss showers and storms. I'm going to go dry right now for Labor Day and 83. Our umbrella winner today is Mark Tognaki. Hope I didn't butcher your name, Mark. Mark is from Ocean City. He has a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and CoastTV.
Thank you, Bob. As the seasonal officer program comes to an end in Ocean City, the police department there is exploring new ways to bring in future officers. This includes online applications. Previously, the Ocean City Police Department would set up scheduled testing days a couple times a year for applicants to come in person. This new offer is something one seasonal vacationer thinks will open up options for the beachside town.
You can definitely reach a farther group of people online. I mean, global, right? So you could definitely reach a lot more people.
And the Ocean City Police Department hopes the online process will bring more applicants their way.
And this brings us now to our Coast TV poll. We're asking, how do you feel about the end of the seasonal officer program in Ocean City?
Yeah, majority of voters, Paige, say they are disappointed. Also, a good number chiming in the understanding category, and a couple people voting this is a positive change. Okay. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttvnews.com or our mobile app.
Interesting. All right, well, coming up on Coast TV News today, Milton McDonald's making its way. Why the owner of the new location thinks this addition is a win for the town. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Draper Media, an equal opportunity employer, is dedicated to provide broad outreach regarding job vacancies at the station. We seek the help of local organizations in referring qualified applicants to our station. Organizations that wish to receive our vacancy information should email humanresources@wboc.com.
It's Judge Judy's greatest hits with classics like
That's ridiculous. That's a lot of baloney.
Judge Judy.
Coming September 9th to Coast TV.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Welcome
to the party. We all make this show together. You guys, this is our show. You just never know who you're gonna meet here. You can feel the energy in this room. Every single person needs to be included in these conversations. Let's do this! Let's make everyone's day a little brighter.
Drew Barrymore, weekdays at noon on CoastTV.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit getmonkeymagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the socket fan lights with deep socket extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with socket fan.
Some big news for Milton. Construction of the new McDonald's is underway. This after the groundbreaking that took place Monday at its new home off of Broadkill Road. After years of planning and working to get the arches up in Milton, the new McDonald's location will not look like the typical fast food building per Milton's previous amendments to the plan. Mike Mioli owns locations across Delaware and in Maryland. He sees this addition to town as a win, but you know, not everyone is loving it.
Fun place to gather. It's a fun place to meet family or friends, share a fun event, you know, after a game. And let's face it, everybody loves something from McDonald's, whether they admit it or not. They love something, and we're really excited to be here.
Traffic, the noise. What are they going to do if you have an accident? How's our first responders going to get through to serve our public? If somebody's laying in the street, you can't get through as it is.
That new location is expected to be open towards the end of November. That's pretty soon, or early December.
All right. Hey, we are joined again by First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy. We've been tracking the fog. Bob's been working hard of it. I've been looking at some of the cameras here, the traffic cameras. Right now, Bob, it doesn't seem to be much of an issue along the coast.
No, but, you know, I wouldn't let my guard down either. It could float that way. Fog seems to have a mind of its own sometimes. So just watch out for dense fog between now and about 9 a.m. Then it will start to lift. So it could be a little foggy to begin with at the beaches, Ocean City and Fenwick Island. Then the sun is out, and mid to upper 70s Ocean City, about 80 in Fenwick Island. Rip current threat is low, but still be very careful out there. Swim with a buddy just to be safe. Lewis and Rehoboth, sunshine after the morning fog with 70s and lower 80s. On the bay side, only 1 foot waves, and temperatures today, upper 80s in Cambridge, a little cooler in Crisfield. Then it's just downright hot with the yellow alert for tomorrow. Much more on that coming up in the next half hour.
Bob, thanks so much. Still ahead after the break, Lewis looking to limit light. We'll tell you why the city says putting an end to light pollution would benefit more than just nighttime views.
A drug distribution in Delaware. We have the dangers alleged in the home of the man arrested.
And a hot hotel debate. What's next as the developer pushes to put a new hotel where the iconic Dolly sign in Rehoboth once stood. CoastTV News Today will be right back.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. make pina coladas right by poolside, even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid, yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
The Shorebird Summer is coming to a close on the Delmarva Sports Network. Watch their last home series live. From the first crack of the bat, to the big plays, to the roar of the crowd. Experience every moment as it happens on the Delmarva Sports Network. Your Delmarva Shorebirds battle the Salem Red Sox tonight at 7. Tune in for these action-packed games live, only on the Delmarva Sports Network.
RST-LNE. It's been part of Wheel of Fortune for generations. A part of every big win.
I love Wheel of Fortune!
And now it has a whole new meaning. RST-LNE. Ryan Seacrest to launch New Era. Ryan Seacrest joins Vanna White this fall on Wheel of Fortune.
New episodes September 9th on CoastTV.
Now on CoastTV News.
Watch for some dense fog this morning, otherwise building heat and humidity, especially Wednesday with a yellow alert day. The Labor Day holiday weekend is a bit unsettled. Details coming up.
Hotel debate why city officials and a developer went head-to-head about site plans for a hotel proposed on the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk.
A dealer's dangerous den, what a drug investigation in Lincoln revealed about the home where a narcotic network was found.
Start of school, we look at the students who are beginning classes today on Delmarva.
This is CoastTV News Today.
August 27th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Yeah, time is 5:31. We continue to track foggy conditions. I'm looking here. The Ocean City camera, we've been talking about, hey, fog not as bad on the coast. Looks like it might start to be creeping in along our coastal communities.
Yeah, Bob said that could be happening. And definitely a lot of fog inland. It was really rough driving into work this morning. So be careful if you're leaving before the sun comes up. We're bringing back in Bob right now. Bob, we do know when the sun comes out, though, it'll get a little easier to see.
It will get easier to see, but it might take a little while for that fog to burn off. I'm thinking maybe 8 to 9 a.m., so in a few hours. So until then, be extra vigilant. Prepare for fog everywhere, inland and along the coast, and use the low beam headlights. Quarter mile in Ocean City right now, half mile in fog in Salisbury, 3 miles in Georgetown. It was down to a quarter mile earlier, so it does fluctuate the denseness of the fog. We're looking at temperatures in the 60s to right around 70 degrees out the door, and a westerly wind. That will be a pretty warm wind today. Now we're seeing some radar returns. That's just the fog, some of the moisture feeding back to the radar. Otherwise, we're looking at clear skies with high pressure today. So we've got the fog between now and about 9 a.m. And then it burns off to mostly sunny skies. And it's pretty warm by this afternoon, mid to upper 80s, 70s and 80s at the coast. And it will be muggy as well. UV index sponsored by Ocean City. We're in the high range. In fact, very high range. It's an 8 today. Burn time is 15 minutes. We're in the very high range the next couple days, and then it does dip Thursday and especially Friday into the holiday weekend with more clouds and showers. Be extra careful in the sun the next couple of days.
We're just talking about fog. We're going to show you a little bit about what we're talking about. What you're looking at right now, this was a little bit earlier this morning in Millsboro. You can see closer to the ground some cars there may be dealing with a little bit of fog. This is the area of Route 113 and John J. Williams Highway.
Yeah, Paige, north of that, we're going to show you Ellendale and the foggy conditions there. A lot more soupier fog. This is Route 113 where it connects with Route 16. This is a busy area for people traveling from Maryland to our beaches. Developer looking to build a hotel on the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk where Zelke's is located and where that iconic Dolly sign used to hang.
Coast TV's Elisa Weber is live right now in Rehoboth Beach. Elisa, a recent site plan for review brought some concerns about this project.
Matt and Paige, we've all seen the postcards and the pictures taken in front of that Dolly sign that used to hang from this building right here on 1 Rehoboth Avenue. Well, now a developer is looking to build a mixed-use building right here, keeping these retail spaces on the ground floor, then adding a 60-room hotel on top. And the attorney for the builder says that the builder's goal for the project is to spruce up this end of the boardwalk. But many concerns during a site plan review held in early August were raised. And one major concern was how to handle multiple delivery trucks on Baltimore Avenue. And this project will go back before the Planning Commission in September.
Now, Lisa, we know there were concerns in that area if they're going to put a hotel about the number of parking spaces.
Yeah, we understand the city code very specific on what needs to be there on site.
Yeah, so the current city code says that you have to have a parking space per hotel room plus 2 extra. But the attorney argued that when they actually submitted the plans, the code had been that you had to have a parking spot per every hotel room and 2 for a resident family. And the attorney says that the city solicitor at the time had actually agreed with them that they did not have to have those 2 extra rooms, 2 extra parking spaces, because they were not going to have a resident family. And then this issue was not resolved at that August meeting, so we're waiting to hear what that ruling will be at that time. Back to you.
Lisa, thank you so much. New this morning, a Texas judge has temporarily blocked the Biden administration from granting legal status to immigrant spouses of U.S. citizens. The order by District Court Judge J. Campbell Barker effectively brings to a halt a large immigration program that opened last week to an estimated 500,000 immigrants. The policy allows unauthorized immigrants to apply for temporary work permits and deportation protections under an immigration benefit known as parole if they are married to U.S. citizens, have lived in the country for at least 10 years, and pass background checks.
A Lincoln man is behind bars after a several-month-long drug investigation. Delaware State Police say this was what was found in a home on Green Top Road: a handgun, ammunition, packaged marijuana, and suspected crack cocaine. Troopers say William Dunning played a key role in a narcotics distribution and that the gun and suspected crack cocaine were in an area easily accessible to children who live in the home. Dunning was charged with 5 felonies and committed to Sussex Correctional Institution.
In Lewis, if you look out the window at night, depending on where you are, you may not be able to see stars. It's due to light pollution. Dark skies initiatives could be implemented in Lewis to try to minimize light pollution in the city, like from streetlights.
And Lewis says the visibility of the stars, it's one of many benefits. CoastTV News reporter Zakia Jennings shows us how the first town proposes to achieve this goal.
Yeah, I didn't get to the definitions.
City council members took their seats today to tackle ways to help the local environment, including the Dark Sky Initiative. The main focus of the initiative is on streetlights, which was shown in a presentation Monday during the meeting. Sally Boswell of Preserve Our Park says her concerns lie with the stadium lights at new schools in Sussex County.
I think they've had a lot of lights on kind of 24 hours a day as they've gotten the interiors of the schools ready for school.
Janelle Cornwell, planning and building manager at the Lewis City Hall, says they are working to cover all areas of the draft, including any repercussions.
So almost every chapter of the city code has a violation and penalty section of the code. If this is adopted, this will also have a violation and penalty section of the code. So how do we make sure people are staying in compliance with rules and regulations that the city has adopted?
Happening today, the latest step in the attempt by Delaware Electric Cooperative and to expand its headquarters in Greenwood. A public hearing on this plan is scheduled for this afternoon at the Sussex County meeting in Georgetown. The land for the expansion, it is owned by the co-op, but is designated as agricultural, which is why county approval is needed for a conditional use. 2 structures would be built, a vehicle enclosure and a maintenance building, and it was earlier this month that the county's Planning and Zoning Commission voted to delay moving forward with this project, in part because all the approvals and permits from other agencies had not been received at that time.
School days in Sussex County. We know they're starting up. Sussex Tech begins in full today, as do many students in Seaford. In the elementary school, it's the first day for 1st and 2nd graders. In the middle school, 7th and 8th graders begin, along with sophomores, juniors, and seniors in the high schools. All other students began Monday there in Seaford. Also new this morning, former President Donald Trump suggesting he may back out of the September ABC debate against Kamala Harris. Trump suggesting he might back out because he believes the network is hostile towards Republicans. Speaking with the press at an event in Virginia, Trump called into question its ability to host a fair debate after what he saw as a hostile interview over the weekend of Republican Senator Tom Cotton. The ABC debate currently scheduled for September 10th, with Lindsay Davis and David Muir serving as the moderators.
Got a lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, DelDOT discussing improvement ideas. We're going to tell you about how you can learn about different forms of transportation in Delaware and possible ideas to make them safer.
Also, the start of the school year also means the start of school sports, and that includes Smyrna Girls Field Hockey. We'll tell you about their quest to earn their second state championship in 3 seasons.
And an opportunity to get outside in Fenwick Island when you can attend the grand opening of its Pollinator Park and a special dedication to a beloved town manager. Stick with us on Coast TV News Today.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, we have tips to help your kids transition from summer fun to school mode to make your life easier. Plus, on the great debate, sunbathing or shade, what's the best way to enjoy a sunny day? Today at 4 on Coast TV.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood.
The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the park every Saturday from 8 to noon and at Crooked Hammock Brewery every Wednesday from 8 to 11:30 a.m.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard has led to a lot of firsts for me. It paid for me to be the first person in my family to go to school and graduate debt-free. That education helped me get to the first day at my career, a job that I can still hold while I serve part-time. That job and the home loan benefits I got from my service helped me buy my first home. And I take pride knowing I will be the first to respond if my community ever needs me.
To learn more, visit nationalguard.com/DC.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
You're not going to want to miss this.
Jeopardy! It's like the Everest of trivia.
Spit and Truth Therapy. What is Equus?
Nitroglycerin. Avignon.
Hyperglycemia. You got revenge on that category.
I sure did.
New episodes September 9th on Coast TV.
It is exactly 5:42 on this foggy Tuesday morning. Now, visibility not as bad on a Hershey exteriors cam, 70 degrees, but that said, other places it's pretty low. Only a quarter mile in Salisbury, 3 in Georgetown in fog, and a half mile in Ocean City. So it really depends on your location. Use those low beam headlights. Fog should burn off here by mid-morning. 60s and 70s out the door, light winds, so that fog's not going to get blown away. It's going to have to be burned off by the sun, and it will be. We have high pressure and clear skies above this fog deck. That will burn it off. Here's the bus stop forecast. Be extra careful around the buses as school's back in session. 66 with dense fog, 87 heading home, warm and humid. Remember to call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. It's sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Thank you, Bob. New this morning, DENREC made an announcement about air quality. According to the agency, it's a code orange in Air Quality Action Day. So this means that the level of pollution in the air can be unhealthy to sensitive groups such as people with heart and lung disease. DENREC says older adults and young children, you should also be very cautious when you're outside today.
Speaking of outside, here's an opportunity to get outdoors in Fenwick Island. This Saturday, the town will host the official opening of the Pollinator Park. There'll be a special dedication of the Pollinator Park, and it's Pat's Garden. This is in honor of former town manager Patricia Schuckman. The park is located at Bunting Avenue and Lewis Street, and this is happening from 4 to 6.
3 seasons ago, Smyrna Field Hockey made their first ever state finals appearance. Then in 2022, the Eagles followed that up by capturing their program's first state title. Last season, a 1-0 loss in the state finals to Cape Henlopen. Junior and leading scorer from last year, Bree Moffitt, says this year's squad has redemption on their minds.
Definitely, they left a really good mark, but this year we are a different team, we're a different group of people, but we're definitely still going to use that as motivation throughout this season.
Head coach in her 4th season, Lavita Moffitt, says although the squad lost a top scorer and starting goalie, the team is adjusting nicely and filling those roles.
We also have our leading scorer returning and a whole host of really experienced players. Like last year we had several players that were first year new to varsity, and now they're a year under their belts.
Several returning All-State players will be leading the way for the Eagles this season, including McKenna Wilson, who says the Eagles are focusing on building team chemistry.
I think we're really focusing on playing together this year. We played together really well last year, and I think that's one of our big focuses moving into this year as well. I think we're doing really well. We've tried to bring in our freshmen as well and make sure that's a big part of our culture this year and just incorporate our freshmen and sophomores in everything that we do.
Center back and captain Ryan Dornall says vocal leaders emerging during preseason is huge for the team's development.
And really making sure we're connected. I mean, it's a big thing to wear Smyrna on our chest. Like, it's more than just us, it's our community and like representing everyone.
The Eagles open their season versus Archmere Academy on September 4th. Reporting from Smyrna, Delaware for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Michelle Roberts.
It's a foggy morning across Delmarva, socked in with the fog on our Tidal Health Cam in Salisbury. Use extra caution out there. Aside from the fog, it's building heat and humidity the next couple of days, and that heat peaking Wednesday with a yellow alert. Details on that, plus an unsettled holiday weekend. Your forecast in 2 minutes.
The Today Show, weekdays at 7 on CoastTV.
Summer is here and so are the songbirds, so you need to disinfect those feeders at least once a month. You want to soak them in an equal parts of white vinegar and water for at least an hour to disinfect them. My Backyard in Ocean Pines carries all the products you need to keep your feathered friends healthy and safe. We also have a huge selection of quality hand-picked birdhouses, baths, seeds, unique gifts, and decor for expert and novice bird lovers alike. I can't wait to see you at My Backyard, where it's all about the birds and more.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Welcome to the party. We all make this show together. You guys, this is our show. You just never know who you're gonna meet here. You can feel the energy in this room. Every single person needs to be included in these conversations. Let's do this! Let's make everyone's day a little brighter.
Drew Barrymore, weekdays at noon on CoastTV.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
It's now 5:47 on your Tuesday. Let's take a look right now at a very foggy Salisbury, but that's no surprise to Bob. We've been talking inland, a lot of fog for people this morning.
Yeah, and those visibilities do vary, Paige. Really depends on your location, but I think that fog is thicker inland. So in any case, just be extra careful out there. We're in the fog now, probably for a few more hours until mid-morning. And the latest visibility is a half mile in Ocean City, a quarter mile in Salisbury, and 3 in Georgetown. But don't let your guard down with 3 in Georgetown, because it could be thicker around your neck of the woods, around Millsboro, back towards the coast as well. Once the fog burns off, it's that summer-like feel returning with humidity levels increasing. It's a yellow alert Wednesday. The reason being it's going to be hot, the hottest day of the week. Highs in the mid-90s, but feeling like triple digits, and an unsettled holiday weekend with some occasional showers and storms Won't be a washout, but it won't be perfect either. 88 today. Look at this, up to 95 on Wednesday, but it's not a heat wave because it's only one day in the 90s, and then it's back into the low 80s Thursday and Friday, and then heading into the holiday weekend. Looks like temperatures should be close to average, and it will be muggy to humid the next few days, even very humid as we go into the holiday weekend. So it's kind of the unofficial end of summer with the Labor Day weekend. It'll be feeling like it for sure, and temperatures in the 60s and 70s this morning with light winds, and we have that fog. A little bit of radar return, maybe a little bit of drizzle coming out of this fog deck. Otherwise, it's mainly clear above the fog and high pressure. So once the fog burns off, it's going to be nice. Any kind of big storminess is well back to our west across the Midwest. So on Futurecast, you can see the fog still hanging in at 9 a.m., but then it burns off, and by noon, it's hazy sunshine, temperatures warming into the 80s by 2 o'clock, mid to upper 80s, inland even 90 in Salisbury with 70s and 80s at the coast. That's where there'll be some relief, but inland is just plain hot and sunny and a very muggy evening on the way. And I think we'll see some clouds through the overnight. And with the clouds tomorrow morning, it's going to be a mild start, and that sets us up for the hot day for tomorrow. Mid-90s, maybe some upper 90s inland, a little bit of relief along the coast, and a very hot evening on the way, and maybe some showers moving in tomorrow night. Feels like temperatures around 98 to 103 inland areas tomorrow, even 90s along the coast. And for the weekend, clouds increase Friday. I think the best chance for showers later Saturday into Sunday early, and then it does clear out, or at least dries up as we head into Labor Day. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, upper 80s today. Tomorrow, the hot day, 95 with the yellow alert, some showers Thursday, 83, 80 Friday, unsettled into Saturday and Sunday, mid-80s, but drier on Labor Day and 83.
Thank you, Bob. This Saturday, there's a chance to raise awareness for ending overdoses. The Say Their Name overdose events taking place from 12 to 4 at the Millsboro Fire Department Banquet Hall, and there will be resources for recovery, grief, and counseling. Local support groups and even a BB Healthcare mobile unit will be available.
DelDOT's hosting a public workshop next month for the Sussex Drive Transportation Alternatives Project. So here's what all that means. The project will develop a concept that improves conditions and safety for all types of transportation. That workshop happens Thursday, September 12th at 5 p.m. in Lewis at the elementary school. The meeting will address existing conditions as well as public feedback and preliminary ideas for improvements.
Voters in Bethany Beach will soon hit the polls. The town's annual election happening Saturday, September 7th. 4 seats are up for grabs for 2-year terms. If you're a registered voter in Bethany Beach, you can vote from noon to 6. It'll be in the town meeting room.
Coming up next on Coast TV News today, August is ending, autumn is approaching. We have tips to help you tackle the impending autumn allergies after the break.
The American Heart Association invites you to join the Southern Delaware Heart Walk. It's time to unite, take action, and save lives. Every walker who joins, every dollar donated means more people trained in life-saving CPR, more research, and more life-saving moments for everyone. Join us at the Southern Delaware Heart Walk on November 3rd at the Rehoboth Beach Bandstand. Let's walk together to save lives. Register today at heart.org/SouthernDEWalk. Sponsored by Coast TV.
Introducing Paisano, the authentic pizza oven by Granite Stone. Now make the world's most delicious pizza with real stone right in your own home. You simply set it and let it make golden, crispy, extra cheesy stone-baked pies in under 6 minutes. You can get your Paisano pizza oven for just 3 easy payments of $39.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free.
Call 1-800-608-5198 or order online at buypaisano.com.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount. So it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
RST LNE. It's been part of Wheel of Fortune for generations. A part of every big win.
I love Wheel of Fortune!
And now it has a whole new meaning. RST LNE. Ryan Seacrest to launch New Era. Ryan Seacrest joins Vanna White this fall on Wheel of Fortune.
New episodes September 9th on CoastTV.
It's the last week in August, and as many, not this guy, start to look forward to cooler days, hay rides, hiking, apple picking, may also be dreading with what comes with it.
Yeah, maybe you know what we're talking about. Many of you struggle with the runny nose, the sneezing, itchy, watery eyes during the fall time. Mandy Gaither has some tips to help you tackle those autumn allergies.
From football to fall colors and pumpkin spice, there's a latte to love about autumn. But there are also things not so pleasant.
It could be a time when people are really miserable from their allergies.
Allergist Dr. Sandra Hong with Cleveland Clinic says ragweed is one of the biggest allergy culprits this time of year. If you're sensitive to it, she says you can expect symptoms to start around Labor Day and linger into the first cold days of winter. But you can protect yourself. Start by keeping the windows closed.
It is really tempting to keep the windows open because there's a cool fall breeze, but that's actually what carries in the allergens.
And keep those much-loved pets out of your bedroom. They go outside and bring allergens back in.
Basically, you are just hugging a ragweed plant because they're covered in all of that pollen.
Other ways to prevent symptoms: watch the pollen count. Stay indoors on dry, windy days when allergens are more likely to be in the air. Shower to wash off pollen after being outdoors. Consider starting nasal sprays before symptoms start and antihistamines after they begin.
If none of that helps, or you really don't like taking medications, either allergy shots or something called sublingual immunotherapy can be really effective at helping to control those allergies.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
All right, it's 5:55 now. Time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day, two best buds. On your screen, we have Cookie on the right, and then there's Benny. These two love the cooler weather we've been having in the morning, and they enjoy playing around when it's not so hot out. I get that. Cookie and Benny were submitted to us by Donna in Longneck.
Thank you for sending us those photos, and we want to see all your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us photos just like that. Tell us all about your pets.
Scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to Coast TV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
It's now 5:56, so we got to take a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, fog story so far this morning, Bob.
Yes, a lot of us are socked in out there, so take it slow. Leave extra time to get to your destination. You can see visibility is pretty low, especially in Salisbury, quarter mile. It was a quarter mile earlier in Ocean City, now 3/4 of a mile and 2.5 miles in Georgetown. I just saw the camera in Dover too, and it is really socked in with fog. That fog burns off mid-morning to sunshine and very warm conditions this afternoon with temperatures into the upper 80s, right around 88. Then it's a yellow alert for Wednesday for the heat, 95 with triple-digit heat indices. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, but cooler on Thursday. So a one-day heat wave, 83 in showers, Friday mostly cloudy, and then the Labor Day holiday weekend a little unsettled, mid-80s Saturday and Sunday, hit and miss showers and storms. I'm being optimistic for Labor Day, 83 and dry for now, but then much cooler after that with 70s, 50s at night and some showers Wednesday and Thursday.
Cross for Labor Day. Thank you, Bob. Coming up in our next hour, Boardwalk Hotel Buzz, the requirements Rehoboth Beach is making about this project and its traffic concerns. That and more when Coast TV News Today continues.